Hey you, it's day 4 of my Dose of Gold recaps, and just like days 1, 2, and 3, I'm just gonna finish off my special microdose tea, and then we can jump into these markets. Oh, and before I forget, I do need to ask you something kind of important at the end of this video, so just stick around maybe? I'm Rogue Royce. Let me hop into the screen. All right, let's get into this. We start from the higher time frames. That is what we do. Exhaustion, 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 bullish on the monthly. So, higher time frames showing me something's bullish. Let's go on the weekly. Sorry, my mind fogged. This tea, as well as me being tired, I woke up so exhausted today. So my brain is not where it needs to be 100%, but we're going to do this regardless. And that also means I did not take a trade today, not because I didn't want to. I was sitting on the charts, just I missed a few things that I shouldn't have because I barely got any sleep, which is bad. Rest is very key, very important when it comes to trading. This is the most valuable thing that we have in life besides our heart, but also in trading. Like, you have to make sure you sleep well, you don't have brain fog, like everything matters when it comes to trading. But we're gonna work today with what I got. So I was on bullish time frame. The monthly was bullish. On the weekly, we have a little bit of bearish candles going on. Also, it's starting off a little bearish. Daily, now that I'm looking at it, I'm seeing exhaustion all over the place. But let's start marking things off. It does look like we were in a bit of consolidation that I definitely wasn't noticing beforehand. But you see the highs are barely breaking, even though we did break our daily highs up here, which is indicating that on the higher time frames, price does want to go up. But again, daily time frames, it could take a very long time. It could take days, weeks, months even. So we are patient with this time frame. We just use it to see what's going on. So daily is a bit of consolidation because it's not really trending anywhere, like going higher. It's just staying in a range. So I dropped down to my 4 hour. I'm remarking it because it's a new week. So let's start off fresh, shall we? And the past tells us what can happen in the future. So my 4 hour was making a downward trend. We went over this last week. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. And then we broke that. And then when we break a trend line, that usually means that the trend is changing. So I go and I draw my Fibonacci, just to see how far price will possibly pull back before it continues in the trend that it was going to. And my key level that I pay attention to is the 61.8. All of this is the same. Price just does what it wants to do on a day-to-day basis. So on the 4 hour, I still have price going in an uptrend. I draw a zone because this was an area of resistance. It came here one time and it started to push down. It came here another time and it started to push down. So clearly this is a valuable spot to pay attention to. Price wanted to come here and there was some exhaustion. It was thinking about pushing back down, but it broke through, which is good for my bias because I do still have it going in an uptrend. So then I can continue down 1 hour. We're making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Like, that's all the same. My higher time frames are indicating that price wants to go up. But when I hopped on the chart this morning, let me use my replay tool and my laptop, I'm hearing it already, is starting to overheat. But we work with what we have. So higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. It came to this level of resistance. It did break, but then it started to push back down. Sellers came to play. So when I hopped, I saw lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. So even though my higher time frame structures are going up, and that can take a while, I want to pay attention to what my minor structure is telling me. What's happening at this current moment? So we're making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. What I was paying attention to this morning, I marked off this level that was previously a level of support. Because price came down here, bounced back up. So this was a level of support that I was paying attention to, but then it broke. So I wait for breaks and retests. That's my strategy. That's all I do. So I was waiting for price to come over here. But what I wasn't paying attention to, because I was tired this morning, which I need to do better, because trading is a performance sport in a way. Like, yes, you're sitting at a computer, but again, your mind needs to be peak readiness. So I missed this level, this break of structure here. So I was still following my rules of waiting for price to come over to this area, but by doing so and not marking off another very important break of structure area, I never was able to get in the trade. And because I'm being disciplined, I missed out, which I can't be mad at myself for that, because kudos, like, good job. We don't want to do something that goes against our plan, but because I wasn't fully mentally here, I missed out on a nice move. And I didn't make any money, but that's okay. I can still live to play again tomorrow. So that is always a good thing. Better to not lose and still be part of the game than to take a major loss and be out just because you want to be part of the action. But because I didn't see that, I'm sitting here waiting for price, and it's just pushing down. So I did have another key level on my major structure area that I was waiting for to hit, which was somewhere over here. I didn't draw it out yet for you, but I had it on my other screen. But let me draw that out really quickly. So because I still had major structure going in an uptrend, there was another level that I was waiting for price to reach. Also, those sells would have been counter trends. So, I mean, I'm not too mad that I missed it, because counter trends, you do have to be careful, because it's going against what the overall major trend is. But I was waiting for price to make its way back down. I was waiting for price to make its way to this area, since I already missed the major move that was happening over. And the market's currently closed. I was just waiting. Again, trading can be very boring. You're just sitting on your hands, waiting for price to do what it does, and then you react. So although I was wanting price to come up here, which I had missed the area, she already came back to a level of what was support turned into a resistance. She already did what she needed to do. She broke and retested. And it's my fault, again, human error, that I missed this area and wasn't able to catch this beautiful move down. And after she did that, it was just consolidation. She wasn't going anywhere after that. People were taking their profits, I'm sure. So price just started to go up. So what I am still waiting for tomorrow, I just wait for price to either come back down here and continue on with the trend, or it's going to break. I can draw a trend line, which this looks like it could take a while, but price is very unpredictable. It can move and break this trend line very quickly. All I can do is wait. And there was also no news today, but there is news tomorrow, so price can very well move up quickly. This upcoming week, there's quite a bit of red folder news, so very important, which means the market can be very volatile. So my question that I wanted to ask you, the recap is done. There's nothing else to go over. I just sit and wait, come back tomorrow with a much clearer headspace. I need to go to bed early and just, take care of my mind. But I have a question for you. Was I being a little too hasty? Maybe I was, with just completely saying no more music reactions. I was thinking about it. I was listening to you. I hear what you had to say. I'm trying to work with you. So I'm thinking, and let me know in the comments what you're thinking about this idea. Should I do a day of music reactions still? Would that be okay? It's not going to be like before. I cannot do every day, 3 times a day. That's not going to happen. But I do still really enjoy listening to music, and you did recommend some really good songs to me. What are we gonna do? Does one song a week, or one day a week, I should say, sound good to you? Let me know in the comments. Let's talk about it. Let's figure this out. Again, this is my journey. It's open to different paths, open to your ideas as well. I want to have you help me along my journey. That's what we're here for, to help each other. So yeah, let me know in the comments. I will be trading again tomorrow, and I will be doing the same thing again tomorrow, waiting for breaks, retests, and sitting patiently until price does what I need it to do. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to let me know in the comments what you're thinking. I'm waiting. Until then, peace, love.